Next, he's a poet who was born and raised on a housing estate in North London, studied at Cambridge and has now been nominated for a prestigious Briss Award. 23-year-old George Mpanga, who you may know as George the Poet, is competing against singer-songwriter James Bay and an electro-pop trio Years and Years for the Critics' Choice Award. The winner is announced next week and will receive their award at the ceremony in February. And George has joined us in the studio. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So how did it feel when you found out that you were in the running?
I felt elated. I just didn't know anything would come this quick, so I'm happy about that.
Quick, but you only graduated last year, wasn't it, from Cambridge? But you were doing a lot of writing and performing during those years at university, though, weren't you?
It's been 4 years now. I graduated a few weeks. I got a record deal a few weeks after graduating, and everything's moving forward. Now,
how does someone end up going from Stonebridge to Cambridge and then going down the road to poetry? How did that all start?
All through education and hip-hop. Both of those things were constants in my life, and I used the two of them concurrently, and everything else has been a logical step.
Well, during the Olympics, you wrote a poem called My City, which I do remember hearing at the time. I want to talk to you about that, but let's watch a clip first.
I grew up around lots of crime, the violent kind. You might have heard about the rocks, the grime, the hype and shine. It's not just Cockney rhyming slang, we got block beef, violent gangs. Awkward interactions which most don't force. Children navigating through post-Cold Wars in estates with the least funding. Look at the state of East London.
How important is it for you to reflect the areas and the environments in which you grew up in?
It's paramount. It's the only reason I've got a microphone. I was just watching the news here just 5 minutes ago, and I think the poor guy, his name was Paul Kohler. He suffered an attack that was around the corner from where I grew up.
Wow.
And a friend of mine just messaged me saying she moved into a house around that area, and as they said on the report, they don't know why that happened. So there's a lot of stuff that happens which I think can be discussed in the arena of music, and we need to start utilising it to an actual end.
And what kind of reaction do you get from people using such real life experiences within your words?
It's very disarming. People come up to me in complete honesty. Just yesterday, I was at Belmarsh Prison doing a workshop with some of the prisoners there and talking to them about not reoffending. And all I actually started doing was talking about my life, and they just wanted to hear more and more because they're looking for themselves in my story. Yeah. And there's something for everyone.
OK, well, George, that's all we have time for, I'm afraid. But good luck, and we will find out next week on the 4th of December.
Thank you.
The owner